One thing that unites the vast majority of people who live in San Francisco, or frankly any major US city, is the occasional desire to get out of the city. On this day, I chose to hop across the bay to a place I don't go to often anymore because it still comes with that heebie-jeebie version of nostalgia that makes you feel weird when you return to a location of your past. For me, that is of course the college town of my alma mater. To mitigate that weird feeling, I intentionally chose a destination that enabled me to avoid walking through the university, because I just wasn't in the mood for those memories. I'm here in Berkeley to capture views. No, not these views. The views I want will require climbing, and a lot of breathing like a chain smoker running a marathon. Admittedly, people can go on hikes no matter where they live, assuming they live in reasonably habitable climates. What makes me feel fortunate to live in the Bay Area is the collection of seemingly countless nearby hiking trails that provide varying degrees of views and peace away from the urban hustle and bustle without having to permanently give up the conveniences of living in an urban area. While my San Francisco movie illustrates some of the great things about the city, there is one important characteristic the movie leaves out. It's that the most ironic characteristic of a city's value is actually everything outside of the city. For example, Disneyland is not in Los Angeles, but the existence of Disneyland makes Los Angeles more valuable. Similarly, the aforementioned collection of seemingly countless Bay Area hiking trails makes San Francisco more valuable. One of my favorite aspects of this trail is that it provides many appetizer views along the way up, with each view seemingly getting better as I go along. By the way, this is the Kerr Fire Trail that begins at the eastern terminus of Dwight Way. In hindsight, my mid-30s legs are also grateful that this trail is relatively short. I prefer a 1 to 2 hour hike to a 3 to 4 hour hike because honestly there's not really anything I enjoy doing for that long. See that couple experiencing the love I will never in my life feel? I snapped some cute pictures of them, but the two of them bounced by the time I thought to track them down for their information to send them the images. So their souls will forever be trapped in the dungeons of my digital libraries. Yes, I did that stupid, "Look at me, I'm cool because I'm on a hike" post for Instagram. It didn't make the cut. Because it was stupid. If this is one of the first Raymond videos you're watching, this is one of my vlog style videos where the location is written near the intro and I just film a sequence of clips from that event or day. This is opposed to my commentary videos that are based on wider sources of B-roll while I do deeper dives into subjects. This somewhat short trail ends at, apparently, another part of Dwight Way. It was here that I turned around and went back because I wanted to capture better shots of some of the views I got on the way up. This upcoming part of the trail is a much steeper downhill than it looks on camera. We've reached the part of the video with the climax view. This shot actually made the Instagram cut and probably the thumbnail for this video. One of my favorite things about hikes is that every view feels earned. Perhaps there's a metaphor about the human tendency to value things more when we have to work for them. After all, I could have just Googled images of these views, which admittedly I did when scouting potential trails to hike. Hiking also enables you to be alone with your thoughts, which for me is not necessarily a good thing, but it might be good for you, so have fun with that. It's also important for me to say that it may not be the best idea to wait until late afternoon to eat on a day you've hiked, even if the hike is short. But Berkeley's south side is one of the most walkable areas in the Bay Area, in part because it has plenty of food. And let's be honest, college towns tend to just be better than most other towns, People's Park or no People's Park. The south side of Berkeley is what gives the city its unique vibe. And while the city has obviously made some changes in the past decade, much of that old vibe is still the same as when I was a student. On one hand, it is nostalgic, and it's a feeling I can only get during the rare occasions I return. On the other hand, I would probably never live here as a former student because there's a fragile part of my psyche that does not want to connect my university years to my post-university years in that way. I can't explain why, but it's the same reason I'll probably never return to my hometown as a resident.